Hey, good morning, everybody. Colton Woods here with Colton Woods Horsemanship, and welcome back to our Monday Morning Motivation Series. I'm super excited to tell you with you guys. Guys, this week I want to share with you guys a real-life example, a losing battle that happened on my end, despite all my best efforts, and that's actually my focus this week. Hey, man. Say hello to everybody. So, guys, this week we're talking about there's a lot that we can do to try to prepare for something that we know is going to happen. And so, but there's other times where we will give our best efforts, and despite our best efforts, sometimes we won't get the results that we want. And so basically my example for you guys this week is that a couple weeks ago, weather was turning warm and I was really excited. And I went out and I went and bought some plants because I enjoyed being in the garden. I enjoy eating fresh vegetables, enjoy having fresh fruit and all that kinds of things. So I went and bought some plants. And last week, the weather really turned and we had some frost coming in and we got the sheets out. I actually covered up some of the plants with coffee tins upside down to help protect them from the frost. I did everything but basically dig these plants up and bring them back inside the house. And despite my best efforts, I had some really nice full tomato plants with tomatoes already on them, and we're getting pretty excited. We're gonna have some fresh vegetables. I'm gonna show you what they look like now. That's what they look like. This thing used to be full. Nice big leafy plant, healthy tomatoes on it. There's not a tomato left on it. There's barely any leaves left on it. And I don't know if it's gonna survive. And that's what I have left, despite my best efforts. But I have a decision to make. I could have just ripped the plant out and said, I'm just gonna go buy a new one, which might be a logical thing to do. Or I can make the best out of it with what I've got. And I'm gonna give this plant a chance to come back, because I know there's a healthy root system underneath there, and if it has enough nutrients, it might be able to grow back and be able to still salvage what we've got. So I'm giving the plant that opportunity. But in life, when we're out and we have things just in life that happen, we have a decision to make. We have to make sure that we're up to date, we're paying attention to what is going on around us and in our own lives, so that we're prepared for the things that we can see coming. Right? If we can see something coming and we choose to take no action, and then we want to holler that we're a victim about something, that is our own fault. So there are other times where things happen that perhaps come out of nowhere, nearly, almost, right? They completely blindside us, and oftentimes maybe they don't come out of nowhere, but they're out of our control, and yet we are impacted by those things. We still have decisions to make on a day-to-day basis. We have a decision if we want to be a victim or if we want to make the most out of those opportunities. And we have to remember, in those times, we have to take action. If we take no action and then wonder why things are just happening to us, is because we have chosen to just go with the wind. All right? And other times, if we want to be successful, we have to take action, and that doesn't guarantee us that we're going to get the results we want, but it will give us a chance. It will keep us in the game to where we have the opportunity, we have the chance to potentially come out ahead. And that's basically what we have to do on a day-to-day basis. We have to always choose that perspective. Are we going to take the upside, or are we going to take the downside? Because ultimately, our thoughts become our feelings, and our feelings become our reality. And guys, there's always good in this, right? In this situation, a very cheesy example, I will admit, I lost some tomato plants. No big deal in the grand scheme of things, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. But on this other side, look, I've got all these herbs, spinach, pepper plants, and then I've got lettuce growing over here. I got some basil and all kinds of stuff. By the way, my basil got destroyed too, but I'm giving it a chance. So guys, we have a decision to make. We have the perspective that we can choose every single day to wake up and how we're going to handle these situations. So guys, we have to take action. Be in front of things. Do as best you can with what you've got. Make the most out of it. Keep working at it. Sometimes it'll feel like we are running on a treadmill and there's nothing that is like, gosh, where's the exit? Like, when can I get off and take a break? Make sure you're taking care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, but keep after it. Have that vision. Find out what your why is. Why are you doing what you're doing? Is it something really to serve? Is it serving your whole self? Is it just are you doing it to make other people happy? You know, if you're doing things to make other people happy, it's probably not going to serve you long term. You have to figure out what feeds your soul, what feeds you inside of you, and find a way to make that to where it can provide for you, your family, in all the realms that it needs to. But guys, this week as you go out throughout your week, we hope that this Monday morning motivation carries through to you. Hope this cheesy little example gives you a real life example for times that we just have to kind of cut things back. We have to get back to the bare bones basics, and we have to figure out, hey, is this really worth doing? Is this serving me? Is this serving my family? Is this serving those that are surrounding me? Are those that I've surrounded myself with serving me? We have to keep working at it, doing the best we can, and realizing that, yes, we are doing our absolute best. Sometimes it is not enough because the forces that we're competing against are greater. But that doesn't mean that we have lost the war. We might have lost the individual battle, but we haven't necessarily lost the war. And we have to keep going on. And the way we keep going on is we find that passion, we find that purpose, and we keep going. So you guys have an absolutely blessed Monday and a blessed rest of your week. We look forward to tuning with you guys this week on Facebook, on Instagram, and on the Heart of Horsemanship podcast, which you can find on Apple, Android, and Spotify devices. So you guys go out there, have a blessed one. We'll talk to you later. Take care, guys.